Okay, cool. So here we are at session 1. Jamey talking about play the game, and one thing we talked about was the concept of relative major, relative minor. Like, if this doesn't already jump out at you, like 1, 4, 5 chord progressions, which is like G, C, D, or E, A, B, and those are like the chords that are in every song in G, not every literally. But yeah, it's like this one, the one under it, and the 1, 2 frets over. Like if you've ever played a blues, those 3 chords. Or if you've ever played the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so G, C, D, or, like F, B flat, C, and in the song we're currently playing, it would be like C, F, G, and then while we're at it, A minor is the relative minor. So what we did on the page and in the lesson was talk about how you can just like go major, minor, and right there, if we learned our note names, we know this is C and this is A. The same thing happens right here. If you thought about like, negative first fret as being your index finger or whatever. So in our world of, do, re, mi, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6, the minor 6 chord, which feel free to interact with that as much as you want, or just be like, we'll talk about that more next time. That's what your song goes minor 6, 1. Cool. So we're at like 1:45 when we started talking about the actual song, or about 2 minutes in. And bar chords we talked about. We said we're going to learn some note names at the B and E, C and F, and the key step is to just like pretend there's flashcards and it's a random quiz, no deductive reasoning. This is the country of guitar. This is the city of C. No additional thinking. The same amount of intellectualization you did when somebody told you the names of the open strings. Or the metaphor I used during our lesson was, the 4 people walking into the room or whatever. So yeah, the key thing is to think about it in random orders. Because if you just go B and E, C and F, then that's the part of our brain for I'm going to take this test and forget it, and we want to really retain those 4 note names. Why those? Again, our goals like marks, B flat comes up, C sharp comes up, but then so much of our guitar playing takes place beneath the 8th fret, and G and C and D just by accident from G and C and from tuning and stuff. Alright, so it turns out it's about 3 minutes in when we start talking about the song. Your capo 6th fret in this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, we'll capo 6 frets to make it sound right. So yeah, this is like that relative major, relative minor. So here is the map of your song, like I wrote it on the page. I'm going to go section by section and like pause in between. So intro, play a little louder than you'd be inclined to, so that when you get to the verse, it's like, and now let's pocket a little more, then go back to your strumming level and just sing out. It's okay. Everybody wants you to do well. Just sing loud. Let it rip. That's the best vocal lesson I ever got, and like seriously, it's better than singing tentatively, but that said you didn't hit any sharp or flat notes during the song. Alright, kick ass. So, first verse goes like that. Then when you get to the chorus, you just make sure you're strumming a little harder than, is it C or A minor? Yeah, totally, just a little louder than the verse was. And then we talked about how it's going to go, so play the game. So play the game. Just do it like twice or maybe 4 times, whatever. And then here's the key thing, is that, pardon me, I was distracted by play the game. So now we're on the re-intro, where you're going to start strumming louder, just like you're at the beginning of the song, so that when we get to the second verse, you can bring it back into the pocket. And that's where we talked about palm muting, which is totally legit the way you were doing it. And also, we talked about how you might go, so play the game. Actually, and then it's like another chorus. So there's our little tag thing, and I wrote that out on your tab, but I'm going like, so we want to use our ring finger and use your middle finger, but we want to be right here where we can get to that. Let me just get this person in trouble for a sec. Stay around. I need like 5 minutes. Yeah, thanks for this. Alright. This one is irregular. Yeah, so what did we just say? We said intro's louder than you would naturally play. First verse is just like you would normally play it. Then the section after that, play as loud as you did during the intro, during the re-intro. And then do your, or not. But then when you get to the second verse, palm mute. And that's giving us a feeling of up, down during the intro verse, up chorus, and then like real pocket, like something really happened, even though it's the same changes. So, second verse, and it's what I call palm muted. You know, you could really, or you could do something like just anything but the exact same thing. And then you get to your second chorus, which is going to be normal. And then, at the very end, I want you to play the outro louder than you usually do. Like fucking loud. It's like, you know, I've just ended the last bit of my last chorus. Thank you. Good night, Cleveland. That type of thing. So, there we go. So those are the sections, and what we've done is, you know, had a up-down thing that's kind of typical to what happens in songs. So the bridge that I heard, let me think, so boom, boom. Yeah, something that was to B minor. To be B minor C. So you were like, I'm just saying. Go B minor, A minor, so play the game. So if you want to write a bridge, that would be one thing to try.
I'm gonna keep it weird.
Yeah,
too.
totally.
The bridge.
Go for it. That's exactly. I do that so much. I'm like, and now it's first time. But awesome. So that if I had to pick right now where that was gonna go, it would be. After the first chorus, you know, or so it'd be like bridge, re-intro. But I'm not sure the song needs a bridge, especially if you go, play the game 4 times, which I think kind of then it becomes like a second chorus if you just go, play the game 2 or 4 times, and that's pretty money, I think. There's what we did. Awesome. So let me